We need aggressive gods. For ancient peoples of this world, dreams and visions is what they live by. We need aggressive gods. About 10 years ago, my beautiful wife Theresia and I were way up high on the Lofoten, way up high above the polar circle in Scandinavia, Norway. And there, on this Viking festival, there was also a man called Lars Magnar Inoksson. And he's known as a rune master, knows a lot about runes, and I always have a lot of fun with him. One night, I had a dream. I gave him this wooden statue of one of the gods, one of the Aesir. And in the dream I told him, we need aggressive gods. So I woke up rather surprised with this message, we need aggressive gods. So I told him my dream, and he said yes. And we have fun about that dream. But anyway, we need aggressive gods. We need gods like Tir to protect us from the dark forces of the universe. We need aggressive gods to protect us for aggressive. Only a god, only one of the Aesir, only a person like Loki can feel attracted to aggressive. And Loki is even able to make love with her. And together with aggressive, Loki had 3 children. 3 of the most monstrous children. The first was the Fenris wolf. First it was a nice little puppy, and the gods really liked it. And they took the Fenris wolf up to the Asgard. But soon enough, All-Father Odin looked with his one eye in the dark eyes of the Fenris wolf, and he could not see nothing else but dark and black prophecies. He could see in his eyes his own mortal enemy. And only Tyr, the bravest of the gods, was brave enough to feed the Fenris wolf. But soon enough, the Fenris wolf didn't need food anymore. He was able to feed himself with jealousy. And we, the human beings, we make sure the Fenris wolf always have enough to eat. The second of the evil children of Angreboda and Loki was the Jormungandr. First it was a little snake, but the Jormungandr knows how to feed itself by lies and betrayal. And All-Father Odin took the Fenris wolf and threw him in the depths of the oceans, of the seas of the world. And there it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. And it bites his own tail under Iceland. It's crawling around the continent. The third of the evil children, the monstrous children of Angreboda and Loki. That was Hel. Hel, one side of her face is really beautiful and attractive. The other side of her face is really ugly. And Odin bent her to the other world. From there she rules over the 9 worlds. And when our time comes, Hel will take us in her arms. Yes, she is the goddess of death, and that is attractive, and both not attractive. The Fenriswolf was growing bigger and bigger, and Odin could see in the eyes of the Fenriswolf that during the Ragnarok, the end of time, he will swallow the sun and even kill All-Father Odin. So a plan has to be made. So the gods came together on Tuesday. Why on Tuesday? Because Tuesday is the day of Tue. And nobody knows who's Tue anymore. In Scandinavia, it's called Tirsdag, the day of Tir. And Tir and Tue are one and the same. In the Netherlands, we call it Dinsdag, the day of the ding. And the ding translated into English, it's thing. No, it's not thing, it's ting. Ding literally means thing. But a ding is not a ding. A thing is not a thing. Well, a thing is a ting. A ding is a ting. Okay, all right. The ding is the day of justice. It's the day of gathering. So the ting, or the alting, is the day of gathering and the day of justice. And that's the day of Tir. Because Tir is the judge. And Tir is the chairman when the gods come together. So the gods came together on Tuesday, the day of Tir, and Tir was the chairman, and a plan had to be made. So the gods, they agreed. A rope had to be made. A big, strong rope. So the best rope makers of the Midgard, the human world, the best rope makers made a real strong rope. It was made of hemp. And then the Fenriswolf saw this rope. He would like to test his power, his strength. He had grown much bigger, much stronger. So they took the rope around the Fenriswolf, and the Fenriswolf used all his power, all his strength, his muscles, and broke the rope. Yes, the gods were scared. The Aesir were scared. So the power of this monstrous wolf. So they came together on a Tuesday, the day of Tir. Tir was the chairman. The plan had to be made. Now the gods decided a chain had to be made, really strong, made out of the best iron, the best steel, strong enough to tighten the fenders. And the best blacksmiths of the Midgard got the job. And yes, they made a real strong chain. And yes, the Fenriswolf had grown much bigger, much stronger, much fiercer. And yes, he wanted to try out his power, his strength. They took the chain around him, and he used all his strength, his powers, his muscles. The Fenriswolf, he broke the chain, and the chains flew through the 9 worlds. Yes, this time the gods were really scared. So again, they came together on the best day to come together, the day of Tir. They came together on Tuesday, the day of Tir, and yes, Tir, the bravest of the gods, he was the chairman. So the gods, they realized strength and power, natural strength, is not strong enough. We need the power of magic. So these times the gods, they said they needed the power of the dwarves, because everything the dwarfs make is beautiful, beautiful beyond imagination. Supernatural beautiful, and more than that. Everything dwarfs are making contains the power of magic. So the best blacksmiths of the dwarfs got the job, and they used 6 of the strongest medicines, 6 of the strongest powers. They used the most strongest power of all. They used female magic. They used the mystical power of cats. They used the life energy of a fish. They used the freedom energy of birds. They used the power of a mountain. And last but not least, they used the pure power of a bear. So what did they use of the bear? They used the sinew of a bear. What did they use of the mountain? They used the hidden power of the mountain, the roots of the mountain. They used the magic of women. They used the hairs of a female beard. They used the mystical power of the cat. They used the sound that the feet of the cat make. They used the life energy of a fish, so they used the breath of a fish. They used the freedom energy of a bird. Yes, they used the water in the mouth of a bird. And with these 6 ingredients, they made a really fine robe, shiny like silk. And when the Fenris wolf saw this robe was called the Gleipnir. He didn't want to be tied. He didn't trust it. He could sense the power of magic. And yes, the gods, of course, they promised to let him go if he was not able to free himself. But the Fenris wolf, he did not trust the gods. And he was right not to trust the gods. So he wanted one of the gods to put his arm in the mouth of the Fenris wolf. So Odin cut Bill and tore the strongest of the gods with his hammer Mjolnir. He took 3 steps backwards. But Tir, the bravest of the gods, he put his arm in the mouth of the Fenris wolf. And yes, the dwarfs, they take the Gleipnir and put it all around the Fenris wolf. The Fenris wolf used all his strength, his power, his muscles, but he could not break the Gleipnir. And when he breathed out, the Gleipnir got more tight around his muscles, around his skin. Again, he used all his strength, his power, but he was not able to break the magic power of the dwarfs. And when he breathed out, the Gleipnir got even more tight around his muscles, around his skin. And the wolf screamed. It hurted the ears of the gods. But they did not let him go. No, they didn't. So the Fenris wolf, he bit off the arm of Tir. The wolf screamed so loud, they put a sharp sword in his mouth. The sharp point against his brain. Then they threw him in one of the deepest canyons of the Midgard, the world of man. And they piled him up with stones and rocks and boulders. he sits tightened until the Rachel, the end of time. From his mouth there's slime dripping, and this slime creates a river, and this river is called hope. The end of time, when the Ragnarok appears, old Loki will be leading the powers of darkness, when the powers and love of light and darkness will meet for a very last time. And the Fenris wolf will free himself. He will swallow the sun. He will kill all Father Odin. But Odin has a son, and his name is Vidar. Vidar the Silent One. And over the ages, Vidar has scattered little pieces of leather. When shoemakers have little pieces of leathers left, they give it to Vidar. They offer it to Vidar. And from all these little pieces of leather, Vidar has made a giant boot, enormous. And in the end, at the end of time, with his boot, he will smash the Fenris wolf. We need aggressive gods.